Welcome back to another episode of More to the Story. I am Farron Moore.
And I'm Tahir Moore, and this is the Tahir Takeover. Bum, 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 bum. We're doing it just like that, man. We switching it up this episode. We're going to start off with these conversation cards. I'm going to pick some good ones, you know what I'm saying?
You're going to pick some good ones.
See what's popping. Boom.
I got the tonight's conversation ones with me, too.
Okay. I'm good.
So if you want, okay.
Questions. Extreme questions.
Personal questions.
Oh,
what's happening?
You have two options. And this is a extreme personal question. This is an amazing deck right here. Great deck for a group of friends or just you and your partner, whatever. Or just you and friends, whatever. What is the closest you have ever been to engaging in group sex? Or what happened the last time you inflicted pain during sex?
Teehee.
Let me tell you something. Anytime you hear that innocent ass tee, nothing innocent will follow.
Wait, what is the closest you have ever been to engaging in group sex? I have been in it. Where 2 or 3 touch and agree. No.
There's so many stories I wish I could tell y'all. Oh my God, there's so many stories.
I have been in it. Yes. Actually, you know what? We talked pretty openly, and it's in your set, so this is safe.
Oh, shit.
Our first threesome.
Woof. Yeah.
So let's focus on that. So yes, I have been in that. And what
that was a great time too.
Happened the last time you inflicted pain during sex? I feel like I do it purposely every time. I like to bite and scratch. So yes, all the time, all the time. Something's gonna give you a little jolt messing with me.
All right. Do you do 2 cards? Or is it just this one? I can't remember.
I did too. I do as many as I feel because it's my show. But
right. So
follow your heart, King.
All right. Was I supposed to answer? That's just
you know you can answer.
I'm the same, sir. I've been in the group sex.
In the group sex.
Last time I inflicted pain on somebody, I don't know.
He's not one for pain.
I'm kind of heavy-handed, so if I smack your ass a little bit, it could, you know. And I'm usually pretty laser focused on the ass, but that's been a couple times.
Inflict pain.
Yeah.
It's more so because you like the.
I like the ripple.
Yeah, you like the ripple after.
I do choke. And Farron told me I need to watch some more videos to learn exactly how to choke. I was focused on putting the pressure between the fingers, not on the hand right here. So that's what I was focused. But she was like, it's a different technique that I need to observe as well. So I'm gonna look at that one. But yeah, I will choke the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will. Yeah. I will choke. I will choke the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it was crazy is that I wouldn't even consider. I've taken a kink test or BDSM test. Actually, I've taken both. But whichever one asked the question about how I am with inflicting pain, I actually don't like to inflict pain. Like I'm not in it for the pain. It's more so of me letting out aggression for me during it and being like kind of in a primal space. So it's like, I just want to bite you. It's not even I want to hurt you. Because I'm not a sadist. Sadist was very low on my test because I don't like to hurt people.
Yeah. Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, so I'm not looking
I bite toes and shit, but it's never for pain. It's more, it's more of a pleasure jolt. Like, oh my God, I didn't know sensation could come from this part of my body.
Yeah.
Like toes or like the ball of the foot also can, you know what I mean? So I'm into that type of shit.
I do like to receive pain though, but I don't I don't like to inflict pain.
This one is a weird one.
Oh.
And I was going to put it down, but I'm going to just embrace the weird.
Embrace the weird.
What friend's photo have you masturbated to? Or what is the sappiest thing you have ever written someone?
Okay, I've never masturbated to a friend's photo.
I masturbated to Val.
Shut the fuck up.
It was such a real shut the fuck up. Did y'all see how real it was? Put the camera on her. Put the camera on her real quick before she changes. Look at her face.
It was so stupid.
Shut the fuck up.
If you're not going to answer the question for real, then just shut up. Ass.
Yo, shut the fuck up. That was so real. She was done with me in that moment. Did y'all see that?
Done.
She was done with me in that moment.
I was incredibly done.
Oh, child.
But the sappiest thing I've ever written someone would probably be the time I actually sat and hand wrote out the NDRE lyrics, Beautiful Surprise to You.
Oh, yeah?
That was probably the sappiest thing I've ever written. And I know it wasn't like original or anything, but like every word of that song was so on point for how I felt. And still when I listen to that song, it's still like.
What song? Ready for Love?
No, Beautiful Surprise.
Oh, Beautiful Surprise, yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful Surprise is still very valid in how I feel about you and our relationship, our beginning, all of that. Yeah, I mean, hell, we started talking while I was pregnant by somebody else. So it was like, surprise, bitch.
Yeah. Beautiful surprise.
Beautiful surprise. Like, look where we are now. So, yeah. So that is probably the sappiest.
Okay.
You.
Cool.
Remember we used to write notes to each other in college?
That's probably the sappiest thing I did. I never write no notes to nobody else in college.
Really?
No. Oh, absolutely not.
We used to legit write notes to each other and like leave them hidden in the library. And
the car. Did we leave them in the car sometimes?
Sometimes in the car, but we used to meet or cross paths in the library a lot. So it's like, check right here for this type thing. It was cute and mushy.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.
The things that we forget about our beginnings. Yeah.
Well, in the Tahir Takeover, we're gonna just talk about like some wild shit.
And also Val ain't one of your little friends. You go stop. Val had it rough on this show a couple weeks ago.
That's crazy.
Val had it rough. Leave her alone. Keep my mama's name out your mouth.
All right, I got some random facts I just want to talk about. We're gonna do this show, just have a lot of fun, and we just see what happens. We can go off on tangents. It's no direction with this one.
Classic Tahir Takeover.
Yeah. Absolutely. It needs to be completely different. If it's gonna be the same thing, then why even take it over?
Why even? You know
what I mean?
Is what
So,
I'm saying. Exactly.
Do you know why paper cuts hurt so much?
Because they are of Satan.
Because they are of Satan. Whether or not that's true, I can neither confirm nor deny that. I actually have the reason why paper cuts hurt so much.
Do tell.
Paper cuts are so painful because at a microscopic level, paper is actually quite rough. It's not as smooth as knives and scissors and all of that stuff.
So it's like being cut with like a serrated blade?
Yes. A knife makes a straight cut, but paper acts like a saw blade and does more damage to cells and nerve endings. Paper also leaves behind tiny fibers and chemical residues, irritating the wound even more. The more you know. That little bitty piece of paper is just like just causing so much damage. I never knew that.
That sound they're the worst. And the ones that are worse, the ones you get like on the back of your hands, on your knuckles.
Yes.
From like trying to slide your finger in an envelope or something, and it's like,
yeah.
Like I literally have one that's healing right here, and it was the bane of my existence for a few days.
Oh, that sucks.
Yes.
I hate to hear that.
Why you bring that up?
I mean, because it was valid to.
No more takeover for you.
No, it's very.
I feel triggered.
I heard Neil deGrasse Tyson talking about, while we're on the topic of smooth and rough, how smooth the earth is, or basically, if you shrunk the earth down to like the size of a marble, it would actually be smoother than a marble. Like if you shrunk it down to a microscope, like the earth is incredibly balanced.
Really?
Yeah, so you think about like the hills and the valleys and the mountains and all of that, but if you shrunk that down on a microscopic level, it wouldn't even like register. Like the earth would be smoother than he said than an 8 ball. Yes.
Really?
It would be more balanced, more round, more smooth than an 8 ball.
But how? Because I thought it wasn't even an actual sphere. I thought it was like a little ovalish, like a little bit.
Evidently not. Like, and I also saw, this is random as
I
hell.
thought
I
it was
saw
like slightly oval.
I saw
Mm. Mm.
what is it? This picture of the back of the earth, like the part that they never really show you on maps, and that shit was like so much water. Like, it was the first time that made sense when they say the world is like 70% water or something like that. It was so much water. Like, let me see if I can find it real quick because I want Amir to be able to put this on the screen. Because it was crazy, and I was just like, wait, what? Let me see if I can find it. Back of the earth. It's probably gonna show me like butt crack. Was it this part?
Wait,
Yeah.
you said back of the earth?
Yes.
How will we know what the back is?
Well, like, all right, so like this. This is like the Pacific Ocean on Earth. Like, you
Oh.
never see that much water on like one of. I mean,
Can
zoom
you
in
send
on your
him the
boy.
link? Oh, so here he could
So
have
like,
just opened it.
yeah, I'm gonna send it to him so he can put it in there too. But like, you never see that much water on one of the pictures of Earth. But that's really what it looks like from the other side. So
Wow,
that shit is crazy as fuck.
that is nuts.
Right? Nuts or balls?
Nutso balls. Wait, so we still balanced even though like water is taking over a little bit?
Yes, we're still balanced as far as it goes.
Oh, as shrinking it for a marble, not
Yeah.
the.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Speaking of, while we're still on the earth,
The earth got a flat booty. The earth need a BBL.
if the earth were to suddenly stop spinning, it would be the equivalent of a car traveling at 1,000 miles per hour instantly stopping. We would all
Oh,
die instantly. The wind would become stronger than the blast of an atomic bomb, instantly starting fires all around the planet. Massive storms and tsunamis would also ensue.
Is that gonna be the end of the world? The world stops spinning?
Well, here's the thing, that I think in that scenario, it stops suddenly.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I think I don't know what phenomenon would have to happen for that to be caused. I feel like what more likely it would slowly stop. But like, just to all of a sudden stop, like, I don't know what could make the earth do that other than like the impact of something. Cause like that would be like, it's been rotating on this axis for so long. Like,
I feel like there's so much we don't understand that it's like it could happen, and we're like,
what? Let's say
we had no idea that this was ever a thing that could happen. Because think about planets losing moons and rings, and like shit is happening out there all the time. And so
I feel like that,
what if we just stop spinning?
all of that still happens gradually. Like, I feel like if a world stops spinning, it would be over time. If a moon slowly loses its gravitational pull to a planet, it would happen over time and get further and further as the years go on, or the rotation of that planet would get slower and slower, so the pull isn't as strong, and so the earth, I mean, that moon's distance gets further from there. I feel like all of that would be over time. Like, even if the earth started spinning because something impacted it and that started the axis, like, even if it were to slow down and stop, it would still be gradually over time. But for it to just stop spinning.
So what do we think would happen if it did slow to a stop? Like it took like 10 years, like, oh, the earth is starting to spin slower.
Days would get
10
longer, nights would get longer.
years,
Days
it
would get
completely
longer,
stops.
and climate change would be fucked.
Ooh.
Like,
So
winter would be,
even with a slow stop, our
6
shit
months.
still would end.
Yeah, absolutely.
It'd just
Crops would
end
take a hit.
faster.
Everything would be fucked up. Khaleesi said,
So I don't like talking about this. She's like, no.
I don't like it.
Yo, that's crazy.
Okay, let's move on to a little something a little more crazier, but this one is less traumatizing to everyone. In 2010, 3 burglars thought that they had found a stash of cocaine while breaking into a woman's house in Central Florida. They ended up snorting the ashes of the man and his 2 Great Danes.
That's safe. That is on them all day.
That's what the fuck y'all get.
Yo.
Let me tell you something. It is very few things I hate in the world. And I use that word strongly. I picked it specifically for this. There are very few things I hate in the world more than a thief. Very few. I feel like anytime you steal something, you get exactly what's coming to you if something negative happens. If you guys are not familiar with the guy, I forget his name. Let me look it up real quick. He does this thing called glitter bombs.
Yo, to break into somebody's house.
Yes. Look up Mark Rober, MarkRober. Mark Rober is a guy, he makes these YouTube videos, and he started doing these videos because somebody had stole packages off, and he felt like the cops didn't do anything to try to apprehend them or look into it. But Mark Rober is an engineer, and he makes these devices called glitter bombs, and he will make this device, and then he will put it inside of a box that is appealing to a thief, like a Air Home speaker from Apple or something else like that. This device has 4 cameras on it, mobile phone cameras on it, that stream to his cloud, so he's able to get the footage from 4 different directions. When they open the box, this glitter bomb just explodes like all over the place, right?
Mhm.
And then there's a countdown, and then there's a fart spray. Like it just comes all over your house. And there's a siren going off, and lights are flashing, and then
Everything
there's another.
about that is
Then
terrible.
there's another round of glitter,
Except for the glitter.Glitter is
and
great.
I love it so much because thieves are getting exactly what they deserve. You steal from someone and you don't know what that person did to make that money, to buy that, and you just steal it because it's on that person. I wish the worst on you. I hope your big toe falls off while you're fresh at a day at Six Flags and you got on sandals with no socks and your big toe is just exposed to the elements. I can't wish death on nobody, but I can wish just insufferable pain and complete inconveniences, and that's what I wish on thieves.
If I was like just comfortable being a criminal, I probably would be a porch pirate.
I would,
because I legit be looking at packages like I just be wanting to know what people order. Sometimes I just want to open it just to know what it is. I don't want it. I just want to see what it is because I'm mildly nosy.
I wish a glitter bomb on you in your car, not in our house.
In my car?
Yeah, in your car, not in my house.
I'm be that person. I'm gonna sit on your porch and open it up. I just want to see it. Like, I don't want this.
This is a random act of kindness right here. A group of women called the Nine Nanas, kept a secret for decades that not even their husbands knew. For 30 years, they met at 4 a.m. and anonymously paid bills and bought clothes for people in need. Each care package came with a homemade pound cake and a note that read, "Somebody loves you." They did this for 30 years. 30 years.
I love that.
Look good in the world. You know, it's what we need.
So sweet.
This is very sweet. Very nice that they did that, took it upon themselves.
I love
now,
that.
This is why, fellas, you need to make sure you're checking your account because these heifers was taking money out of the motherfucking working joint account, and the guys didn't even see it missing because you let your lady do all the bill pay, and now you got to check everything. Okay, check her purse before she leave too. Check her purse.
I feel like he feels triggered because I just let him into our account and there were some questions that needed to be answered.
You goddamn right it was.
He feels triggered by that story.
Goddamn
but that's
motherfucking
really
right.
I was not sending care packages.
Oh, it was packages, okay. They weren't care packages.
Well, I mean, I cared for me.
Nigga.
I bought a few things for home and the kid and you, but me. It's okay. Self-care packages. Exactly. Thank you, Jennifer. Someone gets it.
Don't do that, Jennifer. Don't do that. This is pretty
Oh my
amazing.
God.
And I think I had heard this story before, or something like this story. But Nike had conditions before giving Michael Jordan a record contract, right? Either be rookie of the year or average 20 points per game, or be an all-star, or sell 4 million worth of shoes in a year.
He did all of them.
Jordan was rookie of the year. He scored 28.2 points per game. He was named all-star, and Nike sold $100 million worth of tennis shoes in 1984 to 85. $100 million in 84? God damn! And keep in mind, I think the Jordan at that time it wasn't even
Been
going
like
for $100.
$70.
It wasn't even going for $100,
$60,
bro. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Listen, Jordan has made them so much. First of all, I just saw a video with Jordan on his second mega yacht. This yacht was fucking. Here's the thing: a lot of people like you can afford. A lot of rappers can afford a nice mansion. There are very few rappers that can afford a
Especially
mega yacht.
in places like Atlanta.
Mega yachts cost hundreds of millions of dollars. You get a mansion, 6 million, 7 million. That's crazy. We're talking $100 million plus for this yacht. And that's just the price of the yacht. That's not including what it costs to maintain said yacht.
Mm-hmm.
You got to think about the harbor fees. You got to think about the staff. A lot of times, these mega yachts, you need a staff of 6 to 12 people, including the captain, to run this efficiently. So 100 mil. Listen, Jordan is different, bro. He's just different. He's just a different type of person.
Wow. A different type of what?
Person.
What you say the first time, though?
Next story. I don't even know what I said. I'm gonna be honest with you.
He's a different type of purchase.
Oh, is that what I said?
Yes.
Oh, this is fucking crazy. Okay. The town Rajukin. I don't know if the R is silent or you say it.
Probably.
Jukin or RJUKAN. Let's just say Jukin. Jukin, Norway, receives no natural sunlight from September to March due to the steep mountains that surround it. They've installed large mirrors to reflect light into the town square. The mirrors track the sun's path and move every 10 seconds to create a 600-meter square pool of light. Can you imagine living in a town that receives no natural sunlight from September to March?
Wow.
September to 7 months? September, October, November, December, January, February, March. 7 months of no light. That is, I mean, that's light because it's outside, but you like get no direct contact of the light.
Wait, how? My brain didn't process that one. Can you read it again?
Okay, so imagine like there's a cluster of mountains like this circle, and the town sits inside of that cluster of mountains. And so the way the sun moves, it's like around it, so it never is like over it, and so it never gets natural sunlight. So they had to put mirrors up around to track the sun.
Aziz lights.
Aziz lights. Fifth Element. Another great reference.
That's what.
Give me the cash. Take it. I don't need it.
I love that movie so much. Okay.
Yo, so many quotables from Fifth Element is one of my favorite movies, man.
Oh my God.
That's a crazy town to live in. I don't think could you do it? Could you live there?
Yes, for the other 6 months of the year.
Just there? I wouldn't want to live there at all. Keep that shit.
No, I mean, it gets some light. Well, you know me. I have to go outside and greet the sun every day. So I probably would not survive. I'll be depressed.
You can see it's just always look like afternoon, probably.
No, but you know how I operate just in LA. It's like I need to go outside and feel the sun on my skin. So just not having that would be terrible. Hey friends, it's the holidays. And I want to give something super meaningful to those closest to me. And so I've been looking a lot at StoryWorth. So let me just tell you a little bit about StoryWorth. It's an online service that basically helps you connect with your loved ones by asking them questions, giving them different prompts for them to tell you about their life, about their experiences, about their thoughts, lessons learned, just all the things, and it packages these stories up into a beautiful keepsake book. I started on this roughly about a year ago with my mom, Sweet Val. And it's been so great seeing, that she's responding. She'll call me when she gets an email. I got another story worth question. I answered it. It's so cute. And just her excitement over sharing these experiences with me. So every week, StoryWorth emails her a thought-provoking question. And I can actually pick these questions. I have thrown in some of my own. If it's a certain question that doesn't resonate with her, she can change the question if she likes. Each prompt asks questions. I generally would not even think to ask, like, what's the bravest thing you've ever done in your life, or what's some advice you would give your 20-year-old self, or if you could see into the future, what would you want to find out? So after a year of these prompts and these questions and everything, Storyworth pulls them together, all the stories, and you could even include photos into there's a beautiful book. You can tailor it, customize it, do all the things. And I'm so excited about this book because my mom being the oldest of all these siblings, she has just lived a very, very full life, and I just want to know all these things. And it was a lot of stuff where she was so focused on raising her kids that certain things just didn't come out at home that the way that they are with these prompts, thanks to Storyworth. I'm super excited about it because I get to share this with my nieces and my daughter, and we just get this chunk of her history that led to her being who she is and being who she was and is in our lives and everything. So I'm looking forward to seeing to connecting some dots and putting some pieces together. With Storyworth, I'm able to give my mom and a couple other family members because I'm adding them to the list for this. I cannot wait. Y'all know how I love being in people's business. I cannot wait to see some responses from some other loved ones. So I'm able to give them this super personal gift that's about them because a lot of the times people struggle to talk and share about themselves. So this is just about them being okay, letting me in to this past part of their lives. So for you this holiday season, if you're looking for something super thoughtful and just amazing and something that can connect you to even get you even closer to some loved ones, go to Storyworth. That is storyworth.com. And if you are a more to the story listener, there is a special discount for you. Go to storyworth.com/story and save $10 on your first purchase. This is already an affordable gift, and they're still offering to take something off for more to the story listeners. So that's storyworth.com/story to save $10 on your first purchase. Enjoy.
This is a random ass fact right here. The iconic GoldenEye 007 game for the Nintendo 64 was created by only 9 people. A group of 9 people, Amir, and 8 of them had never once worked on a video game before.
Mm. And they made the Nintendo 64?
No, they made the game GoldenEye.
GoldenEye.
The iconic, one of the most iconic games for N64. Definitely, probably one of the most revered games for the entire system. One of the most popular, if not the most popular game for N64. What?
Mr. Talent. Why did I sing that? The Plava Laguna. He spelled it out.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh.
Ah. Ooh, 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 ooh.
For those listening, we have a long time viewer, Mr. Chris, aka Mr.
It's a
Talent.
talent.
And he spelled out the whole song doing the opera scene. Shout out to Janelle Monáe because she went as that
Plava Laguna.
Plava Laguna for Halloween this year. Good times, man.
Oh my God.
8 people working on the game. 9 people
9
working on the
people.
game.
How many does it usually take? I don't
A
know
whole
video
fucking
game
team.
things.
There are teams.
Oh, that makes sense because I watched Free Guy and like everybody's focus, and
Yeah.
it was like 100 people there. Everybody's focus was that game.
Yeah, that's
Free
crazy.
Guy kind of messed my head up a little bit because I'm like, oh my God, what if this is real? But that's it. Have you seen Free Guy yet?
Mhm.
Oh,
It
okay.
ain't shit but the Matrix.
A little bit.
This is a Matrix reimagined. Free Guy, goddamn me, Ready Player One, all that shit is just the Matrix. It's just different variations of the Matrix. The plug in, the plug out, all of that type of stuff. It's just different themes. Ready Player One
Yeah, I
is
can see that.
a video game theme.
I could see that. I could see that.
This is well. This is one crazy.
Waiting all day.
One time, after a man ate a ghost pepper in a contest, not even a burger and 6 glasses of water could stop the burning. He ended up in the hospital with a 2.5 centimeter hole in his esophagus, not from the pepper, but from the extreme vomiting it caused. 23 days later, he was discharged with a gastric tube that delivers food directly to his stomach from a motherfucking contest.
Wow.
He
What did
ate-
he win?
I don't think he did. He won a tube
Did
directly
he
to his
at,
stomach.
did he at least place like
It doesn't
to
give you
come
that.
out of that and win nothing and like it altered his life.
23 days later, you were in the hospital 23 days for a ghost pepper that changed your life. You can never eat food the same way. You probably have to go to the doctor regularly. You have to maintenance his tube for a go. See, that's why I don't really fuck with spicy food like that, bro.
Yes, you do.
I
You
don't like
shouldn't.
that.
Well, we never go that hard. That's crazy.
Yeah, I ain't
But
do that hot chip challenge and all that. Listen, I feel everything spicy
You
come
do.
out. Everything spicy that
I
I
want to
eat
do the
comes
hot
out.
chip though.
I ain't fucking with it, child. No. I ain't finna be rocking back and forth, pouring milk on
you're
my
right.
ass.
And I'm sure he signed. I was just about to say that too. Mr. Talent brought up the waiver. 'Cause you
yeah.
gotta sign a waiver. Because I mean, nobody's forcing you to do this. So it's like I can't even. Who can I blame? Shit, me. Like that sucks.
That's
Do
shit.
something dumb, and all you have to blame is yourself.
Yeah, that shit crazy. Cause shit.
Cause shit.
In 2013, a dad in China hired gamers to kill his son in video games so the son would start looking for a job and get a life.
Oh, I'm sure that son was like challenge accepted. Like you just made him work harder.
No, he hired professional gamers to beat the dog shit out of his son to where he would never get any wins and get frustrated and cut the game off. That's crazy because if your son is living with you, just turn the fucking game off.
Yeah. Turn off the Wi-Fi.
Break the TV. Hide the controllers. Burn the wires. You gonna hire somebody?
You spending money because he not out there making. Okay. I would not have spent money on that.
I would not.
I would not have spent money on that.
I would not. This one is really weird. This one I had to look up some more information on. So there's a house named the John Lawson House, and nobody knows who lives there. Every day, this porch is occupied by a number of female mannequins. The number of mannequins, the positions they're in, and the clothes that they wear change every day. No one knows who's doing this, and no one knows why.
Banksy.
It's not Banksy.
Nobody knows who he is either.
This house is in New Orleans, and I looked it up, and they were like, a lot of times the mannequins are looking like across the way at this other house, and it's another historical house that's the last historical house that's in the neighborhood along with this house, and they're looking at that. Supposedly, A train crashed not too far from the house and killed 22 people.
Wait,
And they
you
said
said New Orleans. It says New York on here. Maybe I don't know. Okay,
New
but I'm
York?
listening. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. It says what's no a trio of mannequins camped out on the porch, but it
Oh
says in
shit! It is
Hamburg,
New
New
York.
York.
Maybe I just saw new and just thought Orleans, but
Okay.
let me check on what I looked up because I thought it was Championers, but I could be wrong. Could be wrong. But
Wow. Even their hair and clothes changed.
right, the hair, clothes, them
They
holding
held different
books.
props and stuff.
Right. That shit crazy as hell.
Bird cage, toolbox, even book. So somebody just owns a house to have mannequins move around it.
Yes, that is.
Wow.
I said the house itself was built in 1845
Mm-hmm.
and is one of the only surviving buildings left after a massive fire destroyed nearly all the property on the block. Curiously, the dolls are regularly found holding strange objects with change places as frequently as they do. Books, empty bird cages, towels, brushes, and overflowing cups of potpourri have all been photographed by curious passerbyers, tucked into plastic hands or perched on laps. Sometimes at night, a faint light can be seen from the kitchen, shining through the dark drapes that conceal the inside of the house from curious eyes. That is creepy as fuck.
Wow. That is creepy. Right. Nope.
No one. It's so weird that like no one knows. Like it makes me think the person that does own it has paid off like the people at the state building to
Wow.
not give out the information of who owns. Because how do you not know who owns this house and nobody's coming and demolish it?
And there's been a couple fires around the house, but the house is like still standing. It's one of few surviving. That's crazy. I'm sorry. I had to look that one up.
No, I know, right? That was so crazy. I had to look it up
Like
too.
it says that it's been kind of a part of two creepy events, and one, a train jumped a track carrying oil, the huge fire that you brought up. And then 6 years later, another fire happened, and that house is like still standing. And the train one was only about 200 feet from the house, so it could have easily gotten it.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Wow.
videos about the John Lawson house that you can look up on YouTube too. Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Oh, sing it.
Don't play with me.
Come on, hit us with the John Legend vocals. You not gonna do it? You not gonna do it?
No,
Y'all,
I haven't warmed up my voice.
He think he sounds just like John Legend.
Think he sounds?
He sounds just like John Legend, so he thinks.
Elvis Presley's manager sold "I Hate Elvis" badges as a way to make money from people who weren't buying Elvis merchandise.
What?
This nigga's a genius. He's like, I'm going to get that money from everybody. So people that don't like Elvis, you can buy this "I Hate Elvis" badge.
Did you?
I didn't watch that movie. I didn't watch that movie. You know I didn't watch that fucking movie.
Yeah. Well, me and the kid watched that movie, and we saw that. Like, they had it in there, and his mom was like, "I hate Elvis," and he was like, they're buying it. Of course, there's people who hate him, and they're going to want to wear this proudly, but they don't realize they just feeding him.
It comes from him.
Yeah.
Shit, that's genius. So when y'all go out and get that "Fuck You Pat" sweater and t-shirt that we got. I can't believe that shirt actually sold. That show did. That was one of our best-selling shirts. The "Fuck You Pat."
Uh-oh, do we need the "Girl Fuck You" shirt?
Listen, we should have been had it. Girl, fuck you. Marion Stokes, a Philadelphia woman, began taping whatever was on TV in 1979. It didn't stop until her death in 2012. The 71,000 VHS and Betamax tapes she made are the most complete collection preserving this era of TV. They are being digitized by the Internet Archive.
Wow.
That is so fucking random.
Right.
And smart because, like, whoever is a family or descendants, they're going to probably get paid for that. Like, handing over that footage. That's great. That's like people who have the wherewithal to, like, put up cereal boxes, wherewithal and the space to put up cereal boxes, cans of soup, all of that type of stuff, because in 20 years it's gonna look completely different, and movie companies are gonna be looking for somebody that has this type of stuff.
Yeah,
That's so
definitely.
71,000
Because everybody
VHS.
wants like an original whatever for their projects instead of, oh, let's create something that looks like it, and so that's dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
I don't know when this episode's gonna come out, but I'm sure we would have talked about it on other episodes. But Twitter is reportedly they're gonna be charging $8 a month, $8 or $9 a month for people with blue checks. So anybody that's verified users are gonna have to pay $8 or $9 a month.
Why though? Like
He's trying to make
is-
his money back, I guess.
But I don't understand how is the blue check how is me having this blue check on this platform helping me make money to where you feel like I should have money to give you?
My thing is, like, people that are verified on are the people that you would typically want. It would be like the Mavens at a concert or something. Like, you want these people because these people are going to attract other people to join the platform. So why charge the verified members versus not charging the people that aren't verified to have access to Twitter? You're charging the people who are. It's a complete opposite of what you typically do to like famous people or celebrities. Like a celebrity goes to a store, you know, they want to gift them something. A company wants to bless them with something. They usually give it to them for free. But he's doing the complete opposite. The more Elon does with Twitter, the more it makes me think he would have slaves.
So, because I also don't get, because that takes away from that whole like application verification process to get it. Now you're basically saying all you got to do is pay $8 a month, and now.
Yeah. And that's what Sherry just said. So people can pay for the credibility.
Oh.
That seems suspect. And yeah, I guess so. I don't know. It gives everybody
It's
the
like
chance to get that blue check.
People who pay for, product reviews, or all the reviews are worded the same and look too familiar, and you're like, somebody who works for the company wrote these reviews. Like, that's basically what that looks like.
Yes.
I reject
that. The more he does with Twitter, the more it makes me just shake my head at him. Like,
blue checks can get paid on the app, but do they?
Yeah, you can get like brand deals, sponsorship deals. Like, when I did the thing with TBS when they were launching their whole movie night with Tiffany Haddish and Common. I got a brand deal with them because I was verified and a couple other.
Fuck that. Twitter needs to I need you to prove that I'm getting some level of return on that by using your platform before I just hand you.
Well, Bae doesn't use Twitter as much.
I don't.
She doesn't know about Black Twitter. Like, Black Twitter is the best thing about Twitter. Twitter itself is cool, but Black Twitter is a fucking experience. And if we decided, like Black Twitter as a whole decided, like, let's go to either MySpace or they rebranded Black Planet, and Black Planet had a thread like Twitter, and it was a live thread, and we could do it. Let's just fucking go to Black Planet, bro. Like, the more Elon talks and the more he does since this whole acquisition of Twitter, the more he I just feel like he's a racist. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there. Elon would have slaves. He would absolutely have slaves at this point. I'm just throwing it out there. I can't confirm this, but I feel like him, Christian Bale, a couple others, the niggas would have slaves, bro. And let's be honest, black slaves. We're not talking about no other race. We just talking about, like, Elon would definitely have it. We try to, like, they're working at the factory. They can leave whenever they want to.
Because
indentured service. Nigga, that's slaves.
I know some black folks who would have slaves. Now, they probably wouldn't be black people, but
yeah,
they would definitely, like, yes.
I feel like he's about to ruin Twitter for us. He's about to ruin the Twitter experience for us, and we just need to leave now, man. Listen, people don't be listening to your board. I told y'all about Ye way before this nigga started doing all of this wild. I've been told y'all, and I've said it on multiple episodes. I know I can harbor a grudge, but I'm telling you, sometimes I be calling that shit to a T. People still be fucking with New Balance. I ain't fucking with New Balance since I found out they supported Trump. They funded his campaign. Oh, nigga, New Balance is done. They linked up with what's the boy? What's Will Smith say? Jaden, and they came out a little tennis shoe, and they linked with a couple people, and they was like, oh yeah, the black community fuck with us. And don't get me wrong, these new designs are dope. I love the one with the big end, but I ain't forgot, bitch. I ain't forgot, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Back when Ye was doing all the antics with Trump and all that shit, I wasn't hopping on no. I ain't never owned a pair of Yeezys. That's not to brag. It's just like I'm a man of principle first, and I can't fuck with that shit, bro. I just can't fuck with it.
Yeah.
And I feel like Elon is about to go down that same path, and we're gonna have to get rid of your car.
I was just about to say, dang it, I was signing up for another Tesla after I got
fuck that.
this
Get rid of
one,
that
but
bitch.
I don't think I
I'm a man of
now.
principle. I'm getting the fuck up out of there.
Is there an electric Rubicon?
They have one that only like goes like 30 miles, but in 2 years they'll have one that could go the full gamut. I guarantee it.
Okay.
I guarantee it.
Because that's my only other option right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, you said what?
I said anyway, right?
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
But stop trying to say what I'm saying while I'm saying it. You know I hate that.
Yeah.
Not
Chris,
you.
I get what you're saying, and we can talk about that later on when we do the meet and greet. Possibly, I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get this nigga no platform, bro. Like honestly, I don't want to talk about that nigga like that.
No.
It was making mention just to strengthen the argument about me not fucking with New Balance. But I'm so sick of that nigga, man. I feel like I had one more we can talk about before we get up out of here.
Yeah. Hurry up, waiting all day. You already made me late to the studio.
A whip of human spines was found in an abandoned house in Wyoming. I gotta send all of these things to Amir so y'all can see.
That is disturbing.
It is a full whip, like with the handle and everything.
And the handle looks like a bone.
Yes.
It looks like a bone, like wrapped in leather or something. But wow.
Yes, that's
disturbing.
Yes.
But also I want to see it.
And shout out to Sherry Barnes, because yes, Tumblr was the fucking plug. Tumblr's back, but it's light as fuck right now. I went over there, activated my account again, scrolled through. A lot of people, I guess, still don't know about it yet. So, but I'm all about it. Like we can start migrating over to Tumblr, and Tumblr has a live feed, all of that shit.
No porn on Tumblr though.
No, it's back.
Oh, it's back, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, let me re-download the app because I deleted that shit right after.
Facts.
Only reason I used Tumblr was to
it is back and full effect, baby.
I had no idea.
Yes. So
no one told me anything.
Oh, yeah. Well, that shit is back.
That's
now.
what I think too. I'm pretty sure I would not be surprised if that's a black person's spine. Like, it's the only thing that makes sense.
A black person's spine? Why you say that?
The whip.
I think it was multiple spines. I think it was because the way he had it going down and how long it is, it's too long to be one person's spine. For as long as this whip is, this is multiple people.
You think so?
Absolutely.
The really small bones, though, are disturbing because it's like adult people don't have spine bones that small. So did we also, like, were these natural cause? That's like, where did you get this from? Did you kill some children to get this? Did you kill some people to get this?
I wouldn't put it past
anyone.
Yeah.
He did it. He made it.
Hold on now. Let's calm down. You out here wilding the fuck out.
But we said we wouldn't put it past anyone, and you seem you seem like the perfect person to
accuse. Just sent these pictures to the wrong person.
Who you sent them to?
It was another Amir. He's a comedian. And I sent it to him. He was like, Tahir?
Sorry, friend.
Let me go ahead and cancel that. No, my boy.
What is holding the bones together? They look like they are like...
It looks like a
like
string is going
on
through
a string, like popcorn garland or something.
Oh, man. We have... Damn. Have we ever did that? I think we did that 1 year, didn't we?
Popcorn garland?
Yeah.
I don't think I did. I wouldn't do that. That sounds ridiculous.
Who did that?
I don't know. That must have been with your other family.
I didn't have no other family. You sure we didn't do the popcorn through the needle 1 year? I'm going to ask the kid. I feel like we did it 1 year.
I don't recall ever being a part of that. So maybe you guys did it together.
Was it with Felix? I feel like it was with
your other family.
Anyway. I might be. I'm going to go call them.
You going to call him?
Yeah.
Anyway, I think
that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
So that was fun, though. Good job.
Yeah,
he was at the ready to do taking over things. And that was fun with all the facts. And now I got to go look up everything and prove them all wrong. But yes, this was great. Thank you for the takeover. To hear more.
Yeah.
This has been another episode of More to the Story. Thank you for joining us. And we will see you guys next week.
Bye. I'm Tahir More. Bye.